It rhymes with celery. Gordon Gano, Gordon Gano, Gordon Gano. Hey everyone, so I have another Sabrina the Teenage Witch review today. I'm talking about Hilda and Zelda the teenage years, and I just want to say first of all my apologies to those who kept leaving comments on my last one or two Sabrina reviews saying why aren't you doing the quotations and the reenactments at the beginning. So sorry, I completely forget. Every time I set out to do a Sabrina video I know I'm supposed to do a little quote or something at the beginning and I always forget, but I've remembered with this video, so that is very nice. One's a quote, one's I dig it, Zellary, basically. Yeah, but Hilda and Zelda the Teenage Years is one of my favourite episodes. I'll tell you why in a minute, but the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that Beth and Caroline are not in it that much due to the fact that they're played by teenagers in it. But one of the things that makes it sort of a cut above the rest is the cast. Most of my favourite Series 1 cast members are in this. Mr. Poole isn't, and Jenny isn't. I kind of question why Jenny wasn't there, but at the same time, would Jenny really be the sort of person to go along to the Violent Femmes concert? I think the only reason that Jenny possibly wouldn't have worked as a friend of Sabrina's throughout Series 2 and 3 is the fact that she has got quite a contrasting personality with Sabrina, whereas Valerie and Sabrina do have similarities. But I might do a different video on that at a different point. But in this episode, in case you haven't seen it or if you can't remember, Sabrina wants to go to a Violent Femmes signing, and Hilda and Zelda are like, no, you can't go unless you go with a responsible adult. And obviously Sabrina's like, well, I'm not taking you to. And Hilda and Zelda have a bit of a brainwave, and they decide to make themselves into teenagers, who Sabrina then passes off as being her cousins Hilary and Zellary. And it's really funny how she's like, well, nobody would call their kid Hilary and Zellary, but it's really great. So she then gets to go with these responsible adults because they look like teenagers, so she can do that. But then Hilary and Zellary end up acting really irresponsible, especially Hilary. More on that in a moment. And Sabrina gets to actually be the responsible one, and it's a chance for Sabrina to show Hilda and Zelda that she is actually quite mature and she's not a stupid little kid. So there is a lot of morals in this. First of all, trust your niece, and second of all, don't trust your aunties. It is absolutely brilliant. I really do love it. Now, when I was watching this the first time, and probably the 10 times after that, I didn't know who the Violent Femmes were. I didn't know they were a special celebrity guest appearance. I thought it was somebody just made up for the purpose of this programme. So in recent years, to having found out that it was actually Gordon Gano and the Violent Femmes, absolutely brilliant. As I said, the thing that I love about this is the casting. So we obviously have Hilary and Zellary. Zellary is played by, I believe, Judith Jones. I think I could have got that wrong, but I think so. I will double check for you and I'll write the information in the below bar if it's wrong. My memory is a bit appalling. And I know for sure it's Alexandra Jones, and that's Jones with an H after the O, plays Hilary. And the casting there is absolutely fantastic. I've googled her and I don't really think she looks like Caroline now, but at the time she just had the perfect face shape to resemble Caroline. I was just like, that is absolutely fantastic casting. Zelda, well, Beth has quite a general look, you know, thin, short, blonde hair, so that was a very easy casting, I imagine, but Caroline has a very distinct sort of appearance. So, you know, absolutely, really, I'm amazed at the casting they did there, very happy with that. Then you have Jenna, who plays Libby, and her character in this is kind of a little bit, it's the first time we get to see the normal human side of Libby, where she's not constantly being mean to Sabrina. She does actually realise that Sabrina is doing her a favour, while Harvey's giving her a ride. So to speak. I know that sounded a bit weird. And we do get to see a different side of her. Now, she is very fangirl in this. She does love Gordon Gano. She talks about channeling her inner powers to seduce Gordon Gano. That's very interesting. We also have Harvey. Harvey is just Harvey in this. There's no character development as such, but he's still as lovely as ever. He's really sweet. I was never one of those, you know, everybody's like Harvey was the cute character and Sabrina, he was the hot character, the one everybody would want to, you know. Honestly, for me it's Miles Goodman, always, every time. But I do see the sweetness of Harvey. And then we have, it's another Gordie episode. Gordie is very central in this one. I do like this one a lot, Gordie's aspect. He goes along, he's very much the geek aspect at the end when he gets to chill with the Violent Femmes when they're not doing the wild parties that Libby thought they would be doing, but instead they're watching, they're watching cartoons and talking about comic strip superheroes and things, and obviously Gordie fits right in with that. So I really love the fact that they're highlighting the fact that Gordie isn't necessarily completely abnormal, which his stereotypically the geek character is considered to be quite abnormal in whatever TV show or movie you're watching. I like the fact that they're giving him a pack. I also love the whole Gordie's scarf thing, about how Zellary accepts the scarf, and that kind of becomes an instant, yes, Gordie, I will go out with you sort of thing. I really do like that. Would I accept Gordie's scarf? That's a really, really tough question, actually. I think I wouldn't accept Series 1 Gordie's scarf, but I think by Series 3 I probably would. Really interesting connotations with this conversation. But I think, yeah, probably by the end of the third series, when we sort of see the last of Gordie, I would, but not Series 1. Not as much of a fan in that way of Series 1 Gordie, but definitely by Series 3. It would be interesting to see what Gordie is up to just now, actually. Not right this minute, but generally in life. Yeah, so as I said, the casting is just absolutely brilliant. There's not a thing I dislike about this. I also love the fact at the end how Zelda, as Zelda, not as Zellary, is, she's still asking if Gordie's asking things, and he's like, yeah, he wants his scarf back. I love that. It was so funny. It was just really brilliant. Oh, that's what I was going to say as well. Hilary, when Hilary was, she was being a little bit impatient and being a little bit immature and getting on the wrong side of the police officer and being a bit of a pain in the bum, really. That one, I thought, that's just, honestly, it reminded me, I could really see Caroline doing that. That sort of immature, childish look. I'm not saying anything against Caroline, I completely love her. But I can just really picture Caroline doing that. So again, with the casting between Caroline and Alexandra Jones, I think that really worked exceptionally well. I do love every aspect of Hilda and Zelda, the teenage years. Apart from, as I said, not so much of Beth and Caroline in this. But it's fine. Yeah, please feel free to leave comments and let me know your thoughts on this episode or anything else. I will continue to do the quotations and reenactments at the beginning. I will try and remember. I can't wait. The one I'm looking forward to most, and I've even got it planned out how I'm going to do it, is Salem the Boy, which holds my favourite ever Sabrina quote. It's a Gordie quote, and it floors me every time. I absolutely love it. So I'm very excited to be doing that one. I can't wait. That's quite a while away though. But yeah, please feel free to leave comments, let me know your thoughts on this episode or anything else. That is it for just now, so I'll see you all next time. Bye!